and Kayshon Boutte is out as well. Expect some of those rookies to step up for the Patriots. Jim?
All right, Tracy, and here we go with the Patriots deferring at the top, and we got a touchback to begin things. You saw that win percentage. He's done a fantastic job since becoming the quarterback here in 23. And they open the game right up the middle, and it's White. And Ibuka is healthy after a nagging hamstring that he injured 3 weeks ago. Here's a pass play across the middle. There he is. Ibuka cutting and slashing down to about the 38-yard line. 24.
Well, we talk about it right here. Boom. That's an in-breaker, and the right tackle's back. They pick up the pressure inside, and the matchup we just talked about, 1-0 Tampa.
It looked like a slip on the part of Gonzalez. They fake the first down handoff, and they dump it off quickly to Otten, the tight end. He's got about 6.
You've done all that hard, dirty work. Now you get to catch some passes.
Might get rewarded. Otten.
Exactly. He's earned it.
He's got an early catch. 2nd and 3. They go back to White. Changes direction, and he's right at the sticks at the 27. Tucker's the running back, and he's called on, and he delivers. Gonzalez tries to strip the football, but Tucker two-arms it down to the 21-yard line and a first down.
And they've had some good defenses, just to give you a heads up.
Yeah. Another first down. Little play action. He's looking deep. Now comes to the right side. Ibuka is in for the touchdown. What an opening drive for Tampa Bay.
And Ibuka with a great start.
Yeah, he had a catch for 24 yards, then that one for 21 and a touchdown. Probably the most electrifying offensive rookie in the league this year. He had a big game out at Seattle, but then against San Francisco, hurt a hamstring. Hasn't been the same, but he's back 100%. We saw it already, and here's the run back.
But this is the game you want to see.
On first down, he's throwing and connecting with Diggs, who went over 11,000 career yards. They're without Ramondre Stevenson, as Tracy reported. Here's a 2nd and 1, and Jennings is stuffed. Henderson, the rookie running back out of Ohio State, comes in on 3rd and 1. May tries to sneak for it. I don't think he got there. There he is. Here's the handoff, and the first down is picked up by Jennings. On first down, May, on a pass play, lofts it over the head of Hollins. Was a fullback on that Jennings touchdown run last week against Atlanta. Cleared the way. Here's May, 2nd and 10. And over the head, back-to-back targets of Hollins.
Look at all the disruption, the disguise. This is straight Todd Bowles at his best.
May, from the pocket, sends it down the way, and it's over the head of Hollins. They have to now bring out the punting unit. Behringer forces the fair catch. No. Good fake there by the returner, Cameron Johnson. Bucs offense playing in sunshine for the 2nd time. Here's the handoff to Shepard.
Feels like we're in Space Jam 2, and you think it's that Michael Jordan, and it's not.
Here's Baker in trouble. Oh, it's dropped by Tucker. A loss at Detroit and a win at New Orleans. 2nd and 10 as Tucker makes up for the drop and has a first down on a 12-yard rumble.
A blitz, you're going to see middle linebackers going to come right to the other side. Tavi, and once you get out of that gap, it's just a perfect call versus a pressure Splunk can't get off of Barton there. And this is, like I said,
if that's the case, we're going to call for an investigation. 1st and 10. Tucker rips off a quick 4 before Barmore trips him up.
We know that Tampa just needed to get their horses back and get healthy, and they are.
2nd and 7. Pass almost intercepted. Oh, Gibbons had a hand on it. 2 hands on it. Couldn't hold on. Mayfield sidearms it incomplete. Dixon comes in to punt. The always dangerous Marcus Jones is standing back at the 8.
Yes, he is.
He slips.
We'll find out if that continues.
Look at Tonga come in and move in motion as they run it behind him on the right side.
And then you go ahead and get the right coaches. He hires McDaniels with a Drake Maye. You're seeing it fruition.
Sideline pass caught by Diggs. Good job of pulling that one down. Yep, with his first catch in this game, he went over the 11K mark. As they give it again to Jennings, who's seeing more action in the backfield. Nursing a toe injury, double tight end. 2nd and 10. Maye on the run. Throws it out of bounds.
Plan specific. He's doing these new things you haven't seen before. Watch out.
They toss it to Henderson. Blockers in front. Henderson has a first down. They almost broke it. Dean may have saved a touchdown.
It's Josh McDaniels. He says, I'm not going to put my young quarterback in harm's way to go against Todd Bowles on a 3rd and long and make him read it out. I'm going to go ahead and run an outside toss. Pull Morgan Moses and go ahead and make the game simple. What a play call by Josh McDaniels.
And Henderson.
They're going to have to do it on the edges.
On first down, they go Henderson again. Try to run in between the tackles. Nothing there. In the backfield, offset. Maye down the middle, almost intercepted by Winfield. It's the 3rd time they've had 3rd down and 9 or longer. Stepping up and knocked down at the 40, short of the 1st.
Component did it well.
Behringer with the punt, traveling to only the 23-yard line.
And this is where you have your first 15. Everything's done. Now you can attack whatever you've seen so far.
Play action and unable to get it to Durham. Through the NFL and through the Buccaneers.
Baker with a good job on the count, knowing who's blitzing right up the middle. Spillane, come on.
There's a handoff. There's traffic. Able to spin out of it is White. Oh, that's a nice piece of running to get out to the 30-yard line.
Man-to-man. See him coming down with the running backs while you get the motion. Now Baker knows where to start with his eyes.
Getting flushed out of the pocket. All kinds of trouble. He's going down back at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, got to get him on the ground. And I thought, obviously, this is going to go down as a sack, and the O-linemen don't like it, but this one's on Baker. He's got to let go of this ball at some point.
It's a loss of 10. And they're back to Riley Dixon booting it away.
And I heard the chase on.
No, that was truly unintentional. It just kind of fell in place as Marcus Jones returns it to the 46.
During the return, hold, receiving team number 41. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Cannon the play, alerting it, getting to the right play.
Final seconds of the 1st quarter. They fake it to Henderson. Tony, you're right, going down the field. They've got the big play. There he goes, running down the sideline is Williams. Williams, the rookie, has the touchdown. You felt it coming here, Tony, but you called it. Here's the big play, 72 yards to the rookie from Washington State.
Oh, you just have seen enough football, and I'm like, watch out, Tampa. Huge play down the field.
This was a player they were really excited to try to get the ball in the hands of. And Kyle Williams' extra point is good. He had not had a catch since week 3 against Pittsburgh.
You to play man, and they also knew Dean was out on that play. Backup corner Morrison comes in. Let's go ahead and get him on him. Run across the field. Funny how that works.
Cameron Johnson on the return. Reporting on what I'm seeing here.
You're saying his career is going to go like Brady's. Got it. You're on the record. No, it is.
Here's Tucker. We've dealt with some rain in this one already. Mayfield to Shepard. He's got 8.
Trying to determine who's coming, who's not. It's tough. Pretending who is actually coming.
Incomplete.
The matchup
went to Ibuka, and Gonzalez was right there on the coverage. Since tossing that touchdown on the opening drive of the game to Ibuka. And Dixon, punt number 3. No return this time. Fair caught at the 13 by Jones.
Holding, receiving team number 22. Half the distance to the goal line, first down.
Out of the shotgun, May able to go underneath with Diggs and a third catch.
That's rare. That was huge.
Yep, been their GM since 2014. Done a great job. Here's May. Incomplete. Diggs looking around for a flag.
Pass interference, defense number 21. Ball's placed in the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Then you got McCollum down here, so that's interesting. I'd keep attacking.
First and 10. And that one threaded for a catch of about 7 for Hollins in Miami. Here's a 2nd and 3.
Just a bit outside. Made it look like he was going to go out and then stop. But right now, what do you do? This all looks, they're just standing here. Who's coming?
3rd and 3. Ball tipped, incomplete.
And that's Todd Bowles to a T. They call those trap coverages. Throw it here, and someone robs it.
Fair catch at the 25. Here's the 1st and 10. As the pass is caught on the sideline by Taz Johnson.
To the perfect one and tire him out so you can win the second half even.
They toss it to White. And look at all of the Patriots who are there.
To Terrell Williams.
Wishing him the best. Yeah.
He's loved it.
He's doing well in his recovery. Here's the pass play to Otten.
180, White.
And the fake. And the pass down the middle. Who's there? Beautiful throw. And Ibuka has a big gain.
This is a dime right in the middle right here. Deep in route. He had multiple guys open, but I feel like this is set up on the first few drives, just like the Patriots did. Now the Patriots scored on theirs. This was close.
First down, set up a screen. All Patriots around that. In fact, it was a tough catch.
Team, watch Gibbons right here. He's going to go ahead and guard the tailback, and he sprints right to it. And that's why he had to go back inside. It was going to be a screen that cuts back in, but White knows Gibbons was coming. Just fundamentally sound. That's my moniker.
That sounds very close to what Vrabel tells him, too.
He says that
yeah.
too.
So I think the T might be technique for him, but it's all good. Here's a pass. Knocked out of the hands. Was that a catch? They say incomplete.
One-on-one with our matchup.
Go to the other side with a screen and produces only 4. 36-yard attempt right here. He's 8 for 8 this year, 50 and beyond. So the short one is good anyway.
That's not an easy job replacing Tom Brady, but boy, did they pick the right one.
Here's the return. Chisholm. And Josh and the Bills got ground to make up down in Miami. Toss play to Henderson.
That's why this would be a huge win for Drake Maye, right? Develops and plays this out.
On 2nd and 10. Flag down as he flips it over to Douglas, who picks up 7.
Defense number 0. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
He's calling the mic, getting to the right play, telling guys who to block, telling him what to do, and then tells his guy to jump off sides.
Ball start. Offense number 58. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
You can control what you can control, and that's definitely pre-snap stuff.
Fake it to Henderson. And now throws down the middle to Diggs. Down at the 42-yard line.
Look at this. He's got 2 options. You can throw the crosser. He's going to set there and then throw the dig behind him. Boom. He's about to throw it, resets. And this is where I talk about the effortless motion he has to get the ball down the field in a hurry. Great play design.
Good play fake. And it's catch number 4. Stephon Diggs.
Playing high-level football.
May scrambling and taken off. Slides down wisely. 2nd and 7. Here they rush 5, and they get the pass away for another first down. Caught this time by Hollins. Hasn't hit anybody out of the backfield yet as they bring in Ernest Johnson at running back. Throwing on the run, and it's out of bounds. There he is on the far side, 33-yard line. Set up a screen for Douglas. Tiptoes and gets near the sticks. 3rd and 2. And again, there was movement.
Ball start. Offense number 76. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Now he's going to lift the legs. They went silent count. That's why the center's looking at him.
There's the blitz. Got the pass away. And there he goes. It's Douglas. Pop Douglas down to about the 13-yard line.
Maye has been incredible this year. You're going to blitz here, but you're going to pop him out, and you'll get Douglas to go right by the defensive end Nelson. You can't pressure Drake Maye. He's been outstanding this year.
Here he is on 1st down. He was looking at the end zone. It wasn't there, and he's taken down at the 15. 3rd-round pick by Pittsburgh in 1997. All the scores and highlights coming up. Here's a 2nd and 11. They get it to Hunter Henry, and Henry is within 1.5 yards of a 1st down. 3rd down on the way.
18 attempts. I thought they'd have to throw it at least 35, 40 times to win. You can't run just consistently against this team.
3rd and 2. Henderson. Oh, he's close. They're going to rule him down.
There he is. Follow him.
1st and goal. And
oh, he purposefully didn't score.
That was amazing to see. 2nd and goal. Tonga stays in at fullback.
Now you try and score.
It's Henderson, and he is stacked up. He may have tried, but he couldn't get there. The toss play, Tonga out in front. Henderson fights for it, and they're going to say he stopped. Levante David helped blow it up. Here we go, shotgun time on 4th and goal to close out the 1st half.
Motion, throw to him quickly.
Looking that way, throws it, end zone. Diggs, did he get the feet down? Yes, he did. Touchdown, New England.
Tap. Diggs is having a game, and 1, 2, and how aggressive. Does he hold on?
Who took it all the way to no time remaining, and the extra point. Borregales is good.
But to win this game, they're going to have to throw the ball a lot. Both these defenses are too good against the run. Sprinkle it in, and let's see how it plays out.
Hey, with touchback here to start the 3rd quarter. Let's get a report from Tracy.
With the protection plan.
Got to him only once in that 1st half. Here's the throw to Hollins, and he does a little pirouette to pick up the 1st down gain of 11. Both these teams have been outstanding during the year on their first drives of the 2nd half. Here's Henderson up ahead and taken off. He might not be caught inside the 20, the 10, and the rookie takes it home for the touchdown.
But the double team right here will be the difference. They're going to displace the movement up front. Mac Hollins digs out the safety, and goodbye. You ain't catching this home run hitter.
No way. Now in this game, Williams first, and then Henderson with explosives. They've got 5 touchdowns and 2 field goals on the opening drive of the 2nd half over this stretch of time. Johnson only out to the 27.
It's been a long time. This is an important drive right now.
Here's Baker out of the gun. Dumps it off across the middle for a quick 6 or 7 to Ibuka.
Nice little handoff.
2nd and 3 it is. The handoff to White and the 1st down.
Technically a 2-game advantage because they beat them already.
Here's Mayfield. And that was thrown in the direction of Ibuka. Tucker, look at the Patriot wall.
But this is where Baker thrives. Down by 11, 2nd half type situations. Been incredible this year.
Goes for the deep ball, and the pass incomplete.
A higher angle, more outside to run away from the safety. That was close, though. That was almost another touchdown.
False start, offense number 44. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
And a punt return for a touchdown by this guy right here. Again, Marcus Jones, who are extolling what he can do in so many different areas for this team in that first half. Got fair catch, fumble the football here, but able to recover.
They need to keep the pedal down. We'll see if they do that here.
Go right back to the touchdown maker on the last series. That's Henderson. You might have seen it. 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries for Henderson.
Remember that pedal gas?
May goes across his body and it's knocked down. It's the first 3 and out of the game, Tony, for New England.
They didn't keep the pedal down, did they?
Nope. Long soaring punt to the 8 by Behringer, and well covered. Beautifully done down the field after a 59-yard punt.
During the return, personal foul, blindside block, receiving team number 41. Penalized half the distance to the goal line. 1st down, timeout.
Hand off to Tucker. Oh, and the Patriot defense snuffed that out rather quickly.
Just watch Spillane right here. He's going to just fly right through and disrupt all the blocking assignments. And we already know how good this interior.
Elliott Wolf doing a great job, the executive vice president of player personnel. Here's Mayfield from the end zone. Gets it to Otten, who tried to stretch it out and pick up a first. He's a yard short. They hand it off, and they push the pile with White for the 1st down.
Showing the world, because this is the one people wanted to see.
Mayfield down the field to that flag called. Pass interference coming. Abuka matched up against Gonzalez.
Defense number 0. Ball is placed to a spot of a foul. Automatic 1st down, Tampa.
That means we're running the ball out to the left.
And then reversing course and going to the right. White somehow got 2 yards out of running about 20.
And if New England wins this game, that'll be their challenge next week.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Sideline caught. And Gonzalez again on the coverage. Abuka with the catch on that defensive front. It's good to see. Tucker. Look at this run. Goes for 11. Running behind Otten and others.
From Wirfs, left tackle. Watch this right here. He's going to go down, push, and then get up to the 2nd level and try and get Spillane out of there. I mean, Wirfs is first-team All-Pro last year. They didn't have him early in the year. He's been a game changer, and you see the ability to run the ball against the top rush defense in the NFL. Gedeke comes back. They get in the playoffs, and they're healthy. Watch out.
1st and 10. Open. Otten holds on after the collision. Drive that began back at the 8-yard line. Inside handoff to Johnson. Cameron Johnson has another 11 yards. 3 tight ends in on this play. Bootleg. Baker throws across his body, and it's incomplete. It's a 2nd and goal. Pass. Knocked away. Wow. Intended for Abuka. Baker from the gun. New England rushing 4. Baker steps up in the pocket. Now flush. Now throws. And it's caught. It's caught on the sideline in the end zone for a touchdown. Tez Johnson.
Beats great defense. Baker Mayfield extending the play, throwing a dime on the corner. He was covered, but Tez Johnson's ability to extend the play and continue to run. He was covered, and then we call it plaster. Retraces, ran into the middle and came back out. This team does a great job of that.
They're going to go for 2. We saw this kid, a rookie from Oregon, catch his first NFL touchdown.
Got to be movement with the quarterback. Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at this little play. Abuka has it. Baker's running out to the outside. Abuka with a flag out is stopped short.
Their version of the Philly special did not work. I think that's a legal formation. We'll see, though.
There is no foul on the play. The PAT is no good.
McLaughlin's kick, yard deep, down by Johnson. On first down, May launches one over the head of Henry. Tried to make the team when Vinny Testaverde was early in his career.
That's amazing. Shout out to his dad. Did a wonderful job with these boys. He's a great young man.
He's forced out of the pocket, able to get rid of it. What a job by May to keep the play alive.
Down to the quarterback, making a big-time play, and he does. Hollins does a great job in this route, stressing it vertically. But what Drake Maye did in the pocket to extend the play, reset, about to get hit by three guys, and fires it right there in the middle of
the whole mixed bag. Yeah, I see your people should see your hands trying to gesture there as May is running and flips it. Oh, it went right through the hands of Westover.
Two MVP candidates going at it.
It's a 2nd and 10. They go with the end around to Douglas. Stutter step and just managing to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's the 3rd and 10. May gains about 5 on the scramble.
This ball's going to Diggs.
Vrabel rolls the dice. May throws, and it's knocked down by McCollum. They're able to get a pooch punt and drive him deep.
It's true.
There's a give to White. Bangs ahead for about 4.
I mean, part of it is...
So, it's a 2nd and 6.
Oh, yeah, Henderson. I mean, not Stevenson.
Here's Mayfield. Pressure from behind, able to get rid of it. And that's going to be 3 yards short of a first. 3rd and a long yard.
Yep, just being that you say no play, so no one jumps off sides on offense, and you get up and try and get an easy first down. Here's a run. Are they going to check and change out of this? Safety's coming down. They check, we check. They might have got him.
Tucker got to fight for it. Backs in to the first down yardage. He's got the first down.
Tampa's been decent this year, Jim, right? At coming back a little bit in the 4th.
Oh, yeah, and winning close games. 4 wins by 3 points or less. Baker goes underneath, and it's incomplete. He wanted to go deep for the Bucs. 2nd and 10. Dump off, Tucker, and he's down near the 50 by Gibbons.
Tonga's coming in. Milton Williams applies the pressure, makes Baker Mayfield move off his spot, and he had no choice but to get rid of the ball. But watch the middle right here, Williams. Right away wins fast. Now you move into Tonga. Ball's got to get out.
Throws it to the 41, and down at the 40 is Otten.
So smart.
Wide open. Otten, flag in the secondary. Otten rumbles all the way down to the 12-yard line.
Interference, offense number 17. A 10-yard penalty, repeat 4th down.
Ball sails to the 7 and hops all the way in. Henderson, who was shaken up, has returned to the backfield, Tony. And he's going to get the pass here, swinging his way. Henderson picks up about 3. If there's one person in this stadium, anybody knows what it's like at both of these teams, it is Logan. As the handoff goes to Henderson, and I know there's people out there saying, right, Logan. 3rd and 9 it is.
They're going to spy him with David right in the middle.
Pass. Caught. Where do they spot it?
Oh, wow. I think he got it.
In his back pocket. Thought about it. Lets it go. Behringer to a dangerous returner in Cameron Johnson. But they're able to negate his skills. Give it to White. And he tries to drive back the linebacker, Gibbons.
Who wins that matchup could determine the game because you're going to have to go to him.
Here they come after him. And Baker somehow avoided the first sack, but they got him a second time.
Well, we'll just go ahead and watch the interior. They're going to close this pocket down, and Baker, one of the keys to the game, that should have been a sack on most quarterbacks. Ponder couldn't get him down, but then the cavalry comes. Top guy out there.
Shepard knocked down right away by Gonzalez. And it's fourth down and the punt.
Screens, we like it when they're off coverage.
Here's Dixon. His sixth punt of the game, and it's a short one. They're caught at the 41 by Jones. That traveled only 33 yards. Patriots trying to get a win to keep pace with the Colts and the Broncos atop the AFC. As the tackles made way behind the line of scrimmage. It's Logan Hall. Number 90. Who's shaken up. Bucs rush 4. Maye goes deep, and over the head of everyone. Going to go deep again. He's got a man open, and it's caught in stride by Hollins. Tackled at the 5-yard line.
Stares down the barrel, and watch. McCollum's just looking in the backfield. Doesn't expect you just to turn and throw a bomb perfectly. What a route by Hollins, having a game. And they're chanting MVP for the Pat fans. And look at that, staring down the barrel, knowing you're about to take the...
He took 2 big licks the last 2 plays. He fakes the handoff and rolls out. Now being chased with a flag. Now takes another vicious hit. That one by Smith.
While the quarterback had the ball holding, defense number 43, that's half the distance to the goal line from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
They're going to move him around, and they're going to give it to Johnson. And Tampa Bay up to the occasion with the likes of Anthony Nelson. Here's the running back. Second and goal. Maye just throws it away. Again, it was Anthony Nelson. It's okay. He signals to his young quarterback. Third and goal. Maye. He's got time. Now throws. And he's intercepted in the end zone by Tyke Smith.
Was actually guarded by Smith, and he comes off of Henry and goes and helps out. So fundamentally sound defense there. And what a play by Smith. These safeties on both teams are really good. Oh. Everyone stayed in their area, waited for the guy to come to them, and then Smith comes off of Hunter Henry and goes and makes a monster pick.
And it's the
best, and now Baker's got another chance at a comeback victory.
Yes, with 5 and change to go. Starts the drive with a handoff to White. And he's got 5.
So we chose the right one.
Big break this time for once. Here's White. To the 31. First and 10. Baker thought about going deep, instead dumps it off for 1 yard. He's got his man. It's Otten, who's having a big game. First down at the 49.
Otten does a great job going up, and they've worked up and out throughout the game, setting this up where it's an option route. He can go in or out, and this time he chooses perfectly, and Baker finds him. And boy, he's having a game. And he's pumped.
Yeah, Gedeke returning today.
Normally just sits here and helps Chip.
Handoff Tucker. Nice little wiggle. Look at Tucker getting into the secondary. And Tucker goes out of bounds.
Watch, he's coming in motion right here. And he's got to change. They're trying to spill it. He does a great job. That usually is a hold. And
Tucker becomes the first running back on the season to go over 50 yards against New England.
Wow.
With that last carry. Pass incomplete. That was intended for Cameron Johnson. Down to 2:22 to go in the game. They take what they give them. And they're tackled at the 27. Otten with another catch. Mayfield's throw. Almost intercepted. What a collision that was on Otten.
Got everyone up in there, and you're exactly right, Jim. That's the guy who's got to win.
Mayfield in trouble, and he can't get away. The Patriots come up with a sack. I don't know about that. There might have been a whistle.
Son, I want you to watch on the outside right here. He's going to rush. It's a TE, and he gets great leverage, gets inside, doesn't allow Baker to set his feet, and somehow Baker gets the ball off because they didn't call him in the grass, almost giving him a chance. But Todd Bowles and the Crafts know how huge this game is. The Bills losing today, that's not a one-game lead. That's a two-game lead, possibly, if they can pull this one out in the division.
Yep, well, the Bucs still have the 3 timeouts.
Josh McDaniels is great at these. Don't just run it 3 times and punt.
With Tonga leading, the handoff goes to Henderson, and he's got defensive lineman in as a fullback.
They have not used that for play action yet. Each time he's in, they've ran it every time, and they do it again.
They toss it.
I didn't love it.
Henderson got away.
Love it.
He's got a chance to show off that speed. Henderson breaks a second one for a touchdown.
Oh my gosh. He looked over at the coaching staff to say, should I go in to score or should I not? Should I go down? You know you're fast. He gets the edge. Tonga kicks out. And then the speed. And watch him at the end. He's going to look to the sideline. And he's going to say, hey, should I go down? No, coach, should I score? Okay, I'll go score.
Ahead. That is amazing.
What an incredible play.
Turned on the afterburners. Extra point is good. And all those glorious dynasty years.
The nostalgia of it.
Yeah.
I could see that.
The family was overcome with emotion about it.
Baker's got a long way to go to get back in this one for a comeback.
1:31 to go. Wanted to load it up and still has to go underneath to White.
If they do, they did not do their job.
Wide open is Baker. With 58 seconds to go. That actually got into the hands. 13 loss team. Thank you.
Well, it shouldn't be that hard if you won 13.
Second and 10 incomplete. Ibuka.
If you didn't know that New England was for real, everyone, they are.
Here's a 3rd and 10 with 49 seconds. And it's a first down catch.
That long run out on the edge. They got one for the future.
1st and 10, middle of the field. Tez Johnson, they better hurry to the line.
They'll use a timeout here.
Okay, out of timeouts from the 11. Baker stepping up and fires. End zone, caught. Touchdown. Tez Johnson.
What a throw.
A little heat on that.
Thrown some incredible throws in the 4th quarter that are just off the charts. This just added to the repertoire, but this ball is roasted to the one spot it had to be.
Here's McLaughlin. Tacks on 1. Percentage is so low, it's frightening. Here's the kick. Way up in the air, and it's pulled down by Diggs.
Big game.
But his biggest catch doesn't go into the stat book.
Well said.
So that'll do it. The Patriots walk off the field with another road win. They are a perfect 5-0 on the road.